Hey everyone, it's Flava, and today I'm going to be talking about kind of why I can't leave the Overwatch scene. I decided to make this video because I've noticed that over the years, not just over the years, but somewhat recently, people have kind of dropped off from the Overwatch scene. Not a ton of people, but there's been a lot of YouTubers who have kind of released videos saying why they're quitting Overwatch. I've watched a few of them, and I decided to put out my own video. And here are the reasons why I myself just cannot leave this game. The first reason is the community. And now I know we all give Overwatch's community a hard time, but generally it's not a super toxic community. Yes, there are a lot of toxic people, but if we get flamed at the end of a competitive match, or even at a quick play match, if we're getting flamed, for not doing something, I try to let it slide. I might flame them back just because I hate being flamed, but I try not to report them or actually do anything to get them, in actual trouble, because at the end of the day, they're passionate about what they're doing and they wanted to win and they didn't. Like, whose fault is that? Like, I completely understand why they'd be angry and, why they wouldn't be happy with the outcome of the game. The next reason is the competitive scene and my personality with being competitive. I'm competitive in, I think, every game I've played I've gotten competitive with. For Honor, I tried really hard to get into the competitive scene, but the queue time, it took me an hour and a half. It took me an hour and a half to get into a game, and I'm like, I like being competitive, but that's ridiculous. I'm not gonna wait an hour and a half to get into one competitive match. And, even after I got into it, I beat everybody, and it was like, okay, well, that didn't help me learn anything. I came to competitive to learn something, but in general, I just really love the game's competitive scene. I love how it works. I love its competitive points, I love the features, and I love the grind, dude. The grind on competitive, which is basically just playing and playing hard and playing your heart out for something you really want and think you need and deserve, is really important to me, because not a lot of games can pull that off. Not a lot of games can replicate it like Overwatch has done. Honestly, one of the things that I think really draws me to this game and helps me stay kind of motivated to play is the type of game it is. Like, I've played a lot of this game. I'm Silver Border 3-star, which to some of you isn't that much, but to me that's a lot of my time that I've dedicated. And I think it's an attest to Blizzard, like how well they've created this game and how I'm never bored. Okay, I'm not gonna say I'm never bored. So I did go through like a couple of burnouts. I got bored of the game. That happens, but I'm not just gonna leave. A week or two later, I come back and it's exactly what I hoped it would be and exactly what I love it for being, which is a team-based game. And there are times when the exact thing that draws me to the game pushes me away. That it's a team-based game. That really sits on a seesaw with me, in the fact that you can't carry the game a lot of the time, whereas in games like For Honor, it's an easy carry, get 2 kills, wowie, good job. But like, Overwatch is so dependent on your team, and if they're underperforming or just not performing well or performing as they should be, they can be very frustrating to watch as you slowly fall down the ranks. And it's been really a personal journey for me, seeing how much I could endure, because people they get so angry, and I can understand losing a game and being like, come on guys, we should have won that, we should have saved Valk for that at the end. I can understand that, but just like, they're so mad, they're cussing everyone out, they're angry at everybody, but they're not angry at themselves, which is very interesting to me. It's everybody's fault but mine. I didn't do anything wrong. I was doing 100% my job. One of the things that really helped me in Overwatch was getting rid of that mindset. Like, I always try to make sure I'm 100% of the time blaming myself for the failure of the game. Because if I start blaming my teammates, then you quickly realize, well, there's nothing you can do if you blame your teammates. Even if it's true and they are failing, there's nothing you can do. You can't change how they're going to play the game. You can tell them to do stuff, they may not even do it, but like, you can't change them. You can change how you play. You can change how you play the game and how you feel about playing the game. So I've just tried to change my attitude on the game. I was pretty toxic for the first couple of seasons I played, because I just felt like my teams were dragging me down, and I got rid of that mentality and instantly started climbing, because I stopped looking at everybody failing around me and looked at what I need to do to improve, and it did help me improve. And I'm still trying. I'm looking to what I could do better to help myself grow, not only as a person, but grow in the game and become even better. I want to be the best, and that's that little spark in me that says, you want to be the best, and you got to play a lot, and you got to play your best. It really keeps me coming back to the game. And honestly, guys, I've invested so much time, and I love this game so much. I don't think any other game has come along like Overwatch and has affected me the way Overwatch has. Like, there was a time when I could not see myself ever putting down this game. This game is it's incredible. I've never seen a game quite like it. I've loved my experience, and I'm still loving my experience today. But if any of you guys are dealing with toxicity in lower ranks, higher ranks, just, let it go, because it is a game at the end of the day. Just try to improve. Don't worry about them, and if you have to mute them, wouldn't recommend it. But if you've got no choice and they're just crazy, then yeah, mute them, report them. But honestly, this is just why I can't leave this game. I love this game so much, and I'd like for everyone else to love it, but sometimes that's just not how it goes. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, I've been Flava, and I'll see you all in the next one.